A very well greeting to you all for joining our program for the day, which is a launching session of the mastermind program by the educator team, Discussions with Russian. And as you all might have guessed, I'm Russian Samarikrama. And our topic for the day for the launching session of the Discussions with Russian program will be Sustainable Development Goals. This is an uprising topic for the day, and all of the people around the world, especially those that are related to this topic, are discussing it daily. And this is for the betterment of the world done by an international organization. So if you have anything, you can email us at my Gmail, russiansamaricum01@gmail.com, or the educator Gmail, educator.the.world@gmail.com, as shown in the presentation below. So moving on to our topic today, Sustainable Development Goals. So you all might be questioning me what the Sustainable Development Goals are. So a basic information about the Sustainable Development Goals, which is abbreviated as SDG, they are a call for action for all countries, all rich, poor, and middle income, in order to promote prosperity while protecting our planet, Mother Earth. So these were created by the United Nations, an international organization about which we will be discussing in a video that is upcoming under the series of programs and discussions with Russian, and along with its member nations, so that the future of this world will be a very safe place, and more importantly, to ensure that this world will live for a future generation and not get destroyed. You all can see under that phrase that I just mentioned, to ensure that the world will live for a future generation and not get destroyed. We see that humans today are destroying the world. Even we are part of that destruction. We are using fossil fuels that are harming the environment around, and we are using other things that are harming the environment around. We are cutting down the nature. We are cutting down trees for our consumption, which is at a rate that is, ungrowable. Trees do grow, but we are cutting the trees down at a rate that is impossible to grow them up again. So we should be thinking about them more sustainably. That is to plant trees while cutting them down at a rate that is plantable. We give the trees a time limit to grow while we cut down the trees from the other hand. So that is what we call sustainable. And sustainable development is developing this world into a place that is very much sustainable in a way that I explained using that example. In a way that we use the fossil fuels that will keep the fossil fuels in run for the future also. But fossil fuels are, in one hand, is very dangerous thing to the environment around, as it can cause major diseases in the human beings also. So we can go to using more sustainable energy resources, such as the wind, the air, and those things like that. So that is what we call sustainable development, developing the world in a very way that it is not harmful for anybody, and it is not harmful for Mother Earth itself, but it is more prosperous and it is more developed in a way that everybody can use the things that are around them to fulfill their daily needs and their basic needs. So the United Nations, which is an international organization, have got along with 17 goals that are there in order to transform our world. And this set time limit for these sustainable development goals, the achievement of these sustainable development goals, are 2030, 2030. So they are also called the Sustainable Development Goals Agenda of 2030, or more shortly, SDGs, or the Agenda 2030. Those are the common names of Sustainable Development Goals, which are to be achieved by 2030. So there are 17 goals, as I told. The member nations of the United Nations, which is 193 members who are full members, and 2 members that are who doesn't have the state powers to vote, have agreed on these sustainable development goals. And these 17 goals that we are discussing today, in the sense the 17 goals that we will be discussing about in this major topic, sustainable development goals, will be: first, no poverty. Poverty is the main cause of everything. So first of all, no poverty. Second goes zero hunger. Everyone should have proper meal to be in order to achieve these sustainable development goals. And for that, we need to be out of poverty. So poverty comes first, then goes zero hunger. Then goes good health and well-being, which is a very much suitable topic for today's world. As we see, we are getting battered from a lot of different perspectives of health. We're getting battered from mental illnesses, infectious diseases, and so much. And next comes quality education, which is another foundation for the ending of poverty. And then comes gender equality. We see today racism, gender inequality is a rising topic where the different parts of the community are segregated into males, females, and other races, religions, and that should be stopped, which is a main aim of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals under the goal number 5, which is gender equality. Next comes clean water and sanitation. Today we see sanitation is not only the use of water or the hygiene liquids in order to keep yourself sanitized, but it is also maintaining our environment in a proper manner so that we are not at any risk of getting close with diseases that are major and those small diseases that ruin human life. Clean water is a problem in today's world. As we see, most of the freshwater resources are being polluted by humans. Again, humans are the main destroyers of these, main vectors of this destroying. We see plastic and other things in these, in these freshwater sources, in all lakes, in the oceans, and this should be stopped, and we should get clean water for everybody. Because in nations such as Africa, in the continent of Africa, there are many nations like the most poor nations like Ethiopia, Uganda. Most regions don't have clean water. They have to walk around 3 to 4 kilometers daily to get their water. But even that water is not fresh. That water contains things that are harmful for the human body. That is not well hygiened water. So this hygiened water, this clean water should go to all places, all corners, all microscopic corners of this earth. That is one of the goals of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, as you can see here. Goal number 6, clean water and sanitation. Moving on to goal number 7, affordable and clean energy. We see the clean energy. What is clean energy? These sources such as the wind, the sunlight, the water, hydroelectricity, and those such stuff are called clean energy because they emit things that are not harmful for the environment, that are not harmful for human beings. So they are called clean energy. But often in today's world, clean energy is very much expensive. Building wind turbines is almost the most expensive thing you can do. Solar panels, putting up solar panels is also expensive. So the United Nations hopes to make this affordable and clean energy. So use of clean energy, as I told, the sunlight, the wind, the water, in a very much affordable manner, which is sustainable for all the economies around the world. And that is goal number 7. Moving on, we have goal number 8, which is decent work and economic growth. Economy is something you come across in all news agencies around the world today. Most of the economies are in pieces today because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and some economies are recovering from these issues. But most of the poor nations, the low and middle income countries are facing huge economic destructions today. And so the 17 Sustainable Development Goals have separated one slot for decent work and economic growth in all countries around the world. The 9th goal, moving on, is industry, innovation, and infrastructures. Also, I call this as the 3 I's. So it's industry, innovation, and infrastructure. So building industry, you need innovation and you need to build infrastructure. So the industry is also something which goes sustainably, not harming the environment, not harming human beings, but also the industry plays a major role in all economic growth and everything else. Moving on to going into the 10th Sustainable Development Goal, the 10th SDG, the 10th goal of the Agenda 2030 is reduced inequalities. Again, we only mentioned in the 5th goal about gender equality, which is the segregation of male, female, and other categories of the of genders in this world, the LGBTQ, and all these communities. But here, reduction of inequalities. Inequalities is a general topic which goes from race, religion, and other things, from bodily features, from facial features, segregations like that should be reduced. Inequalities is a huge a vast topic, which we will be again hoping to discuss in one of our videos in this series. And next, moving on to the 11th SDG, which is sustainable cities and communities. We understand that today's communities, most of the communities in the world today, most of the regions of the world are a heavy weight to Mother Earth. They're producing immense amount of, unwanted things to the world, and they are a weight. They are a huge weight for Mother Earth, and the Mother Earth cannot, carry up these weights. So we need to make all cities and all communities very much sustainable. Today, mega cities is the most trend of the world, and these mega cities are the sources, is the very core of the production of a huge amount of carbon dioxide and other harmful gases, which segregate the environment and the ozone layer as a result, and also the production of unwanted material which gets end up as waste in freshwater lakes, the ocean, and other places. And these unrecyclable materials such as things which are unrecyclable, and again plastics, papers, lots of stuff come from these mega cities and cities. So the main aim of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals is to make all cities and all communities around the globe at every corner very much sustainable, that it is not a heavy weight for Earth, but it can survive without being a weight to the Earth and without destroying the Earth as a result. Next, moving on to Sustainable Development Goal 12, which is a very much vital goal to today's world, to the 21st century, which is responsible consumption and production. Today, all of you all are consuming more than you are required to consume. You all are producing more than you are requested to produce. Plastics. I don't have the statistics as of now, but plastic is produced in a massive rate, ranging from bottles, cones, and everything you bring home. There is a bit of plastic, at least 1% of plastic from all your groceries, at least 1% is plastic. So there is a huge amount of consumption of, I'm only taking an example as plastic, but there's a huge amount of consumption of plastic in the world. So we need to reduce that, and we need to be responsible for the consumption. We need to reduce. We need to use the 3 R's: reduce, recycle, and reuse. And that will make us very much responsible in our consumption. Also, we are consuming too much of meat today, and we're segregating the animalia kingdom of this world. And that is not responsible consumption, but that is overconsumption and unresponsible consumption. And also, again, coming back to the example of plastic, there's a huge amount of production of plastic. And we understand that this production is not a responsible amount of production, but there's a massive amount of production that is unthinkable. So we need to reduce this, and we need to be responsible for all of our actions. And we need to be responsible enough to take care of Mother Earth and to reduce all the harmful effects that we as humans, as the supreme being, we are the supreme being who has the intelligentsia to protect Earth. So we have to use that intelligentsia that we are gifted with to become responsible in all our actions and to become responsible in consumption and production, as put forward by the 12th Sustainable Development Goal of the Agenda 2030. Moving on, we have climate action. Climate, the most segregated, the most harmed, and the most unresponsibly harassed section of this earth. Nature. Most of the people here think that nature is useless without humans. What for? The nature is the very source why humans are born today. The nature is the very source that why humans are, surviving for tomorrow. The very source why you are listening to this discussion by me. The very source why I'm talking. The very source why I made this presentation for you all today. Nature is everything. Nature is all around you and it is everything. Without nature, humans are nothing. And that is my belief. There are people who say nature is of no use without humans. Maybe, but the nature is the one who gave birth to the creature known as human beings today. The creature known as Homo sapiens today was being given birth by Mother Nature. If not for the food that is given to you, if not for the vegetables that is given to you, if not for the animals that are given to you by nature, animals are also nature. Everything around you, ranging from animals to plants, the small weeds, everything, they are nature. If not for them, there's no food for human beings. And with no food, human beings have no way of survival. So we need to take enough actions to protect this nature and enough actions to reduce the effects of this harmful temperature increase. There is an increase of temperature by a positive 0 point an amount from the last year to 2021. And we need to reduce this. We need to take it to a temperature that we all can survive. If not at this rate, we are going to have temperatures that no one can ever survive. So there is a need of immediate climate action and responsible handling of all things that are very much harmful to the climate of today. Life below water, again, another section of the nature that is being addressed by the 17 Sustainable Development Goals under the 14th Sustainable Development Goal. Life below water is something very much needed. We consume fish every day, we consume prawns, we consume crabs and many things from the seas. So we have to protect them. The oceans, the seas, the rivers, as I mentioned before, are being polluted by many things that the humans, the Homo sapiens, consume. So we need to reduce these harmful effects of humans towards the life below water, and we need to protect it too. Moving on to the 15th. Yes, the 15th Sustainable Development Goal of the Agenda 2030, life on land. As mentioned before, this includes all humans, all animals, all plants, and everything that is above the waters. That is excluding the waters, which was addressed before. So we need to protect them. Again, human consumptions have destroyed many natural habitats. The cutting, the lodging, destruction of forests have destroyed natural habitats, and many of the animals have lost their habitats and are endangered in such a way. And we need to stop this immediately. And we need to take action enough to be responsible and to protect all sources of life on earth, on land. The 16th, or just before the last Sustainable Development Goal of the Agenda 2030, peace, justice, and strong institution. Peace, a very much hot debated topic of the day. Peace is needed for all life, all human beings on earth. Without peace, we can never survive. Peace, the lack of peace was the main cause for the uprising of the World War I and the World War II and other wars. Today, nuclear arsenals have been developed, which has put the peace, the word peace and the eternal meaning of peace into threat. These nuclear arsenals of these powerful countries, such as the powerful countries whose names I will ignore, because you all know who these powerful countries are. They have developed nuclear arsenals and very much tough weapons, which is at the verge of the destruction of nature and all forms of life on earth. Justice. Justice should be given to all. Whether you are a powerful person on earth or whether you are the most poorest person on earth, justice should be there. Institutions such as law should provide law to the most powerful person and the most poorest person, most richest person equally. If there is one law for the richest person, if there is one law for the most powerful person and another law for the most poorest person, then there's no use of institutions. You can take law into your own hand and you can carry on. But no, there should be one law for the poor, for the rich, and for the powerful. One law that will govern everybody on earth and one law that will be upheld by all authorities on earth. And moving on to the last, but not the least, of the Sustainable Development Goals. And this will never end my presentation for the day. The 17th Sustainable Development Goal of the Agenda 2030, partnerships are the goals. This, if you take a while and think, partnerships are needed. You have friends because you need partnerships. You have a family because you need partnerships. You have goals, but you need partnerships. You need your family to achieve the, you need your family, either your parents to achieve these, because you need partnerships in order to achieve your goals. Every goal that is set on earth or anywhere in the universe will need partnerships. One man cannot do anything for the whole world. One man cannot change the whole universe. The whole community in a partnership that is unbreakable, a bond which is unbreakable and forged in blood, will only be the one that will help to achieve all goals. Anywhere, set anywhere in the universe, anywhere on Mother Earth, partnerships are needed. And the United Nations, through through the 17th and the last Sustainable Development Goal, has called for all nations to forge in blood, to forge together in a union that is unbreakable, in order to achieve a great partnership that is unbreakable by any force on earth, to achieve the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or the 16 Sustainable Development Goals, leaving the last one of this Mother Earth, and to protect Mother Earth from any kind of destruction, and to achieve all these goals for the protection of everybody on Mother Earth. And this 17 Sustainable Development Goal is very much vital for the achieving of the other 16 of the Sustainable Development Goals. And moving on my presentation, what effects does the Sustainable Development Goal have on the world? I've not composed anything for that. And moving on, the topic, what effects does the Sustainable Development Goals have on the world? Sustainable Development Goals have had a major effect, a major impact on the world in regards to its effectivity, because the Sustainable Development Goals from the year it was set have changed till today, which is, you can see in this slide, the important facts about the Sustainable Development Goals. The Sustainable Development Goals were set on 2015 by the United Nations General Assembly. So from 2015 till 2021, which is 6 years period, the Sustainable Development Goals have changed us a lot. Moving on to the important facts, they are set to be achieved in the year 2030. As I mentioned, it is called the Agenda 2030, which is the main factor. As I told, 193 countries around the world has currently adopted the Sustainable Development Goals, which includes the 2 non-member states of the United Nations, which is the Holy City, which is Rome, which is controlled by the Pope himself, and the state of Palestine, which does not have voting powers within the United Nations, have adopted to the Sustainable Development Goals of the Agenda 2030. These Sustainable Development Goals were built upon the foundation of the Millennium Development Goal, or the MDGs of 2015. These MDGs were set before 2015 and were supposed to be achieved by 2015, which was partially done due to the lack of partnerships and due to the lack of cooperation between nations. But Sustainable Development Goals have proved to be a great success from 2015 to 2021, leaving us a 9-year more gap to 2030, which is the deadline for the achievement of these Sustainable Development Goals. Till today, we have achieved a lot, and there is a lot to achieve, and I think all nations will be working as one to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. The Sustainable Development Goal was set on the 2015 as stated by the United Nations General Assembly, one of the six main committees of the United Nations, and has been approved by all other committees, including the Security Council, the topmost committee in the United Nations. And this is colloquially known as the Agenda 2030, as I've been mentioning, or the Sustainable Development Goals of the year 2030, or Sustainable Development Goals of Agenda 2030, or SDGs of 2030, or SDGs in as usual, and SDGs of Agenda 2030. Moving on, the current statistics of the SDGs. There have been many advances to the current 17 Sustainable Development Goals. As I was explaining throughout this presentation, we've been working thoroughly on this Sustainable Development Goals, and I hope for all those who knew about the Sustainable Development Goals, this is kind of a revision to the data that was collected by 2021 on the Sustainable Development Goals achievement. And for those who are new to this topic, this is an introduction to the Sustainable Development Goals. there have been 169 targets. You might wonder what these 169 targets are when already 17 Sustainable Development Goals are set. So the 17 Sustainable Development Goals have been broken into subtopics, which as for the first Sustainable Development Goal, it has been segregated into 7 sub-targets, which is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, and 1.A and 1.B. Like that, all the 17 Sustainable Development Goals have been set to sub-targets or subtopics, sub-sustainable development goals, which is more easier to concentrate on and which is more easier to achieve. And as a whole, the first Sustainable Development Goal or the Sustainable Development Goal will be achieved once all the subtopics and the sub-targets are achieved. So there has been 169 categories of sub-targets or the subtopics, sub-actions under the Sustainable Development Goals of the Agenda 2030. Moving on, there has been 3,116 events totally around the whole globe for the Sustainable Development Goals. Events like campaigns, events like leaflet distributions, events like major workshops, and such stuff. Actions, as of the actions, there has been 5,503 actions totally taken, which is apart from the 169 targets set, sub-targets set. These 5,503 actions have been small actions that are taken which have an impact on the Sustainable Development Goals of the Agenda 2030. And there has been 1,309 publications by the United Nations, by different authors and different companies, different other organizations, international and national, non-governmental organizations and such organizations and personals. There's been a total of 1,309 publications. Moving on in our subtopic, we've come to the conclusion of our project, of our discussion for the day, of our topic for the day about the Sustainable Development Goals. All countries around the world and every organization should adopt these Sustainable Development Goals. Yes, I do agree. Only 193 countries of the United Nations have agreed on the Sustainable Development Goals. And if any of the organizations have not adopted them, I would like to kindly ask all organizations and everybody who is every authority or anybody who is responsible watching this video to immediately request for the adoption of the Agenda 2030. These goals are surely a very helpful development for the protection of Mother Earth and the protection of humankind overall. And every individual, I think, should contribute to the succession of the Sustainable Development Goals personally, so that the future generation can live safely and you can be a person who have helped develop that safety for them. You can be proud of yourself as a person who has helped develop this, a protected society for everybody. And without taking much of your time, I would like to call all of you personally to help achieve the Sustainable Development Goals in an individual manner. You don't have to publicize anything. You don't have to publicly do anything in the community. Help individually. Consume responsibly, produce responsibility, produce waste responsibility, and follow all the 17 Sustainable Development Goals that were laid out in the earlier section of this presentation. And at last but not least, I would like to show you all a picture of the Sustainable Development Goals of Agenda 2030, the 17. You can see they are in different colors and mentioned in different numbers, the order that we discussed earlier. And this is the last slide of our presentation. And I would like to call all of you to subscribe to the World Educator today for more videos like this. And like this video, and you can share it with everybody so that everybody can gain awareness, gain education about these world's hot topics, which most of you might have not heard and some of you might have heard and might be familiar. So I would like to share so that everybody will know about these topics and everybody will be able to contribute after knowing about such topics. Thank you all for listening, and thank you all for waiting patiently for all the details. And if there is any issue, as mentioned, you can email us or you can comment below in the comment section below, which will be activated. And hope you all will share this video with all your friends and all your families and everybody you know. Thank you.